Okay. So I used to spend forever trying to make the videos that I want to have on my website projects, and it just always come out a bit pixelated, a bit blurry, and just not the top-notch quality that I want it to be. And I use AI for these videos lah. And I want to spend a bit of time just sharing my exact workflow now, because I think I spent quite a lot of months and hours on trying to find the right process to make the best quality AI video I could. Hopefully this helps you create better videos for yourself, for your own websites, because it's 2026. Like, the best way to add motion to your website is using videos. If not, you're losing a lot of eyeballs. So how I typically come up with the idea for the video, I like to separate them or categorize them into two groups, which is background videos and standalone videos. Usually background videos, you can find it in your hero section, because that's where you want to really catch all the eyeballs, catch all the attention, right? And a great way is to add videos, and I think there's a huge trend right now to use videos in your websites. So how I typically come up with the idea for background videos is I just gotta choose whether I want the content on the hero section to be the main focal point or the video to be. You just gotta choose one, right? That you can't focus on two things at one time. So most of the time, actually not most of the time, I think it really depends on the brand, because if your brand requires more visual explanation, maybe you want to focus on the video. If your brand requires more simple language to explain what this does, or your audience are more readers than visualers, you can use the content to explain it better and make it bigger and make the video less snappy. Yeah. So for videos that aren't the focal point, they are pretty easy to make, right? Because they are typically just a one clip looping video, and any AI platform can do that pretty well. And most of the time you don't need it to be sharp and very clear, because it's kind of like the blurrier it is, the better, because you don't really notice it, I guess. But I mean, definitely you don't want it to be shit quality. I think you just gotta find that balance. And for the one that needs a bit more motion, that's where you want to think more carefully about the scenes, because for me, I like to create the images first, and I use Midjourney. Midjourney just feels easier to batch create a bunch of different images, and then from there you can create the looping videos, right, or the clips with Midjourney, directly in Midjourney. And then I will use CapCut to string it all together, and then just export it and then put it in, which is pretty nice. Give me a minute. Yeah, that's for the background videos. But for the standalone videos, they can be filling up an entire section, or you could use it as like a complementary kind of thing. But that one you have to pay a lot of attention to the visual hierarchy, because if you have two things fighting for your attention, you gotta make sure one is toned down so that the others stand out and they know to look like that. You get what I mean? Instead of like. But for the entire section being the video, doesn't matter. You can make it as flashy as you want, because that's the only thing that the user should see. And you can even add a video button, like an overlay button. I think Anti-Gravity, the website, does it pretty well. You have the whole video there, and then upon hover, you see this play button. And when you click on it, a YouTube embed comes up, which is pretty neat. I gotta stop looking here. Like, honestly, there's nothing on my laptop right now. I don't know why I keep looking here. There's nothing I could really read. It's all my ideas, but there's no script. So I gotta stop looking here. Maybe I should put it down. Okay, I put it down. Okay, so once you have the idea, what kind of video you wanna have, you can honestly choose any video generation software, because now AI is getting so good, right? You can honestly just talk to it like it was human, and it will just generate what you want. Maybe you just need a bit more time if you can't prompt it very well, but you will get there somehow. AI is getting insanely good right now. So the main point isn't how you prompt it. I guess for me, now the main point is making sure that it can export at 1080p exactly, because I think anything more is just a bit much for a website video. Unless you're trying to go for a very cinematic thing, then you can go ahead and do with your 4K, but you gotta pay attention to the loading speed. Okay, one quick thing. I'm editing the video right now, and I wanted to add that it's not just about being able to export at 1080p. It's also making sure that it exports nicely. I'm not sure how to say it because I did try exporting with Veo 3 for the same exact video that I exported in Midjourney, and even though it's 4K or it's 1080p, the whole coloring, the whole look of the video just looks so sharp. Like it just sucked out all the colors. It looks very grainy, even though it's 1080p or 4K. So yeah, make sure the export is good, I guess, before you choose which generation or platform to go with. For me, I kind of just stick with Midjourney, but I constantly explore with other options. And I think Veo 3 or Google has did quite a lot of updates in the past few months. So I am planning to try it out, as well as the other video generation stuff. So yeah. Another thing, try not to upscale the video, because when you try to upscale an AI video with AI, it just, for me, I've seen it just doesn't look very good. It just makes it very fake. It sucks out all the colors. Sometimes it even makes it more pixelated, or it makes it too sharp in that sense. It's a little bit too sharp, and then all the colors get drained out, and it just looks very okay. So after you make the video, then you want to optimize the video. For my rule of thumb, I try to keep it less than 20 MB. I think 5 to 10 MB is like the best. What I would do is use this compress that I have, or I'll first try to trim it. So I'll trim it to around 10 seconds, but it depends lah. I mean, if it's a background video, I think 10 seconds is more than enough. But if it's a standalone video that is not looping, you want it to keep going. Actually, if you're planning to do that, might as well just do a YouTube embed. I think anything that's on the page itself that's looping and loading, I think 10 seconds is more than enough. Like, no one's gonna stare at one section for more than 10 seconds, or even more than 5 seconds. No one's gonna look at it for more than 5 seconds. So honestly, 10 seconds is more than enough, right? So I will usually trim everything to 10 seconds, and then I'll compress it with this platform that I found online called Handbrake Online, and it's completely free. And for some reason, it's free and it does the job so well. The only time where it starts to fuck up a little bit is when I realize when I upload really huge files, typically over 50 MB, then they start to crop out the video. They start to resize it. So that's not very great, right? Obviously. So you want to check lah. I mean, for me, even if I upload a very small file, I always check the resolution and the size of the video after I compress it, just to make sure Handbrake didn't fuck it up. So yeah. And then once you optimize it, then you're pretty much good to go. And that's typically my workflow right now, my process on making videos. And yeah, hopefully this helped you in creating your video. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe.